Welcome back to the Ethic Skill Podcast. We actually have a special guest, Benson Phillips from Australia. Cool guy. He's going to tell us a little bit more about his story, which is very interesting. Talks a lot about resilience, guys, and how the importance of resilience to overcome any sort of adversity. Uh, Kevin and Autumn, as usual, with us. They are my partners in crime with this. We cannot be successful without them. But let's dig in real quick to Benson. Benson Phillips, tell us where you're from and where you want to start with your story.
Um, well, I guess we could start with. Well, I'm from Australia, a town in Newcastle at the moment. I guess we could start with my journey with drugs, I guess, and addiction, and where it's led to me now, and how I'm going with it, and stuff like that. Um, so I guess I started with my addiction. I started when I was about 16. I started just smoking marijuana when I was about 16 and drinking alcohol, and then it sort of progressed from there.
Question for you. When when you were first getting started to get into the world of drugs, what influenced you to try it?
Well, I guess it was just to fit in, you know. I generally have social anxiety, and I struggled with just fitting into the crowd, and I think it was just to be cool, I guess. To start, and then it led to greater, like the clubbing scene, and just further harder drugs, and then it obviously progressed to just isolating and using alone, um, which is pretty sad, but it is what it is.
Yeah. With marijuana, like I know there's like sometimes like it could be said that it's a gateway, but at the same time it could be used as medicinal, it could be used as
Yeah,
recreational. It's a tool sometimes when it's a tool when it's not abused. And I
yeah.
said, and I sometimes I smoke marijuana a lot too. Sometimes I get into a place where it's like where I'm not using it as a tool. And
Yeah. Well, I guess you could say I used a lot. I used a lot alone too. At the beginning, it was with friends and stuff like that. But then it progressed to with marijuana. On the marijuana front, it began to use a lot alone. So like I'd just smoke all day, every day, and yeah, it got worse and worse. But that's just marijuana, and that's just one aspect of the drug addiction. Yeah.
It's not an easy
yeah,
thing to definitely start coping with different things to definitely distract you from going back into that into those habits, right? And I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Autumn probably has like a she always got good questions, man. I'm telling you, you might want to hold yourself to your seat, Vincent.
First, I just want to say thank you for coming on here and for
No,
sharing.
you're welcome.
I know that it's very vulnerable to share. And, I admire you a lot. I have somebody very close to me who has struggled with addiction like my whole life. And something in their story is like when when they finally were able to get clean, they were struggling with like rediscovering themselves because
Yeah.
they masked like who they were for so long. So I'm just
Yeah.
curious, like what was that moment like when you were able to like meet yourself again and the sober you? What was that like finding like your new interests and your new passion?
Well, I guess I'm still going through it, I guess. And it's hard because and I'm finding that fitness is a big thing. Fitness is really a big factor of, finding myself again and reconnecting with, just like nature and just surroundings myself, and being aware to, like all the things that I was blinded to, and not locking myself away in this room, in this place of darkness, and getting out there and finding myself. Like this morning I went to the gym, which was good, and so it's just getting myself back out there, getting myself with people and reconnecting.
That's
I
beautiful.
guess, and just
Yeah.
finding hobbies. I guess new hobbies will like I like writing, I like reading, but I guess that new things will come as the journey progresses. You know.
Yeah, it's admirable to see that that journey to rediscover yourself can
Yeah.
bring sometimes at beginning so much fear because it's also unknown. But then you
Mhm.
look back, and this is my question to you: when you look back and say, "Well, I already know that path, and that path doesn't lead me to any better circumstances." When you were looking forward to rediscover yourself,